Alright guys, so here's the problem that I'm running into with the Astro C40 controller. I love the controller, the look, the feel, the weight of it, everything is flawless, but I'm having a huge issue with the joysticks. This is my video trying to at least demonstrate the issues we're having. Now I've reset the controller at least 100 times. I've been having issues since the day it was released that I picked it up. So we're going on well into a little over 2 months. But as you can see, without touching the controller, sometimes the right joystick will just kind of recognize a little bit of movement. Let me move this over a little bit so you guys can see the sensitivity. All right, so when I take the joystick, this is the left one. When I take it and I push it all the way up, it goes to 100%. Not really, kind of. When I rotate it, you'll see right here at about 45 degrees, it jumps down to about 68%. Then as I rotate it, it stays. And then as I go back to the top, it starts to go back to 100%. So for some reason, the joystick will not recognize anything greater than 80% unless it's directly straight up. Now the right joystick, a whole different story. This thing right here won't recognize anything, and then when you're holding it, it literally just jumps. It has no idea what it wants to do. Now as we can see, left is actually not bad at all. It's pretty smooth, but for some reason, the rest of the degrees, absolute trash. And right here are actually getting 100%, so that's good. Let me let go, push back up. Oh, there it goes. These are the issues that I'm running into with it. I love the controller. I love the layout. I've gotten used to playing on it, but since day one of its release, the left joystick, this one right here, was giving me the most problems. It was auto moving to the right, and as you can see right here, it's recognizing not even 80%. But anyway, my character would slowly just rotate. Here recently, over the past 3 or 4 weeks, the right joystick has been even more of a pain in the ass. I've done the reset things. I've done every technique that Astro has told me to do in the videos. I've done every technique that anyone else has recommended on YouTube as well. Nothing has fixed it. I think there's a malfunction with the joysticks. At first I was believing I just got a bad batch, but now that this joystick's going out, I'm believing that slowly over time they're just going to fault out on us, to be honest. Now I just want to reiterate that this is not a Astro hate fest. I definitely am not trying to spread negativity and hate on Astro in any way, shape, or form. I do love this controller. The feel and weight of it to me reminds me of the Xbox Elite, and because I play on PlayStation now, with Call of Duty being my main game and it being exclusive to PlayStation, this is the closest I can get to it, and honestly it's a great controller. I love it. I love Astro as a company. I love their products. This right here is their first controller. I try my best to be patient with them and wait to get it resolved, but because I play games 8+ hours a day live streaming, it makes it a little difficult, especially when it's a shooter and you have to fine-tune your movements and fine-tune your aim, and I just have to fight the joystick when I'm putting a lead on the target and the target's running left and my controller wants me to aim right. It's difficult and it's frustrating. So I'm gonna put this video out there to kind of explain to people why I've been stressing so hard over the controller and why it's such an issue for me. And there's 4 steps to actually resolve this issue. Unfortunately, none of them worked for me, and I've done all of these multiple times. Swap the left and right joystick modules for your C40 and see if the issue follows the module. It does. And when I say it does, it kind of does, but it doesn't. It's both sticks when flip-flop have issues, but they're different issues than when they're in their rightful place, if that makes sense. So let's say the right joystick was going right, the left joystick is going up. When I flip-flop them, the same problem doesn't follow the joystick. It's a different problem. One will go down, one will go to the right, one won't even be. It's the second recommendation is recalibrate your controller. To recalibrate, hold onto the program button until it vibrates once, then let go and don't touch anything. Let it sit for about a minute until it vibrates again. Button will flash briefly. We've also done that at least 40 times. I basically do it every night that I stream, in midstream, just because it gives me, I don't know, I feel like this is the time it's gonna fix, but it never does. The third option is hard reset your C40 by holding the program button on the lower back end of the controller for 15 to 20 seconds until it vibrates once. Continue holding for another 20 to 30 seconds until the controller vibrates again. I've also done this a bunch of times, still nothing. And lastly, I didn't see this in the email originally. I think I was just so frustrated with the first 3 options not working, I just kind of closed it out. But I did do this a couple weeks ago, and I've done it a couple times since. So probably a total of 5 times. But with the software open and the stick drift being shown, hold on to the program button on the back for 3 seconds until it vibrates. Once it vibrates, wait 1 second and do it again. And when it vibrates the second time, your stick should now be recentered in the software. Now, when we open the software, the sticks are definitely centered. But for some reason, every now and then it kind of detects that it's moving. There's nothing I can do to fix that. I'm assuming because of the issue, the hard reset and the recalibrating your controller won't work. So, because in both of these, in the recalibrate controller, it says don't touch anything. But even if you're not touching anything, your controller is recognizing that you're touching the stick. So it's impossible to recalibrate your controller if not touching anything is so crucial, if you get what I'm saying. So these 4 techniques were sent to me by Astro. They didn't work. Now, I do have a friend who has a C40 as well, and they worked for him. Maybe I just really got a bad batch. But like I said, guys, hopefully we can get the controller fixed. Hopefully this video can kind of put some light on the issue that I'm having, and maybe someone from Astro will see it, and it's a problem they didn't even know existed. So, but guys, like I said, don't let it sway your opinion on buying an Astro C40. I enjoy the controller. I still use it despite it being broken. It's 100 times better than a PlayStation controller. A broken C40 is better than a brand new working PlayStation 4 controller. This issue has to be resolved. It has to. I don't think I can take it another week. But guys, y'all have a good one. Hopefully this helps you understand the issue I'm going through. And if anyone at Astro happens to see this video, hopefully it's put some kind of light on the issue that I'm having that you guys might not have run into yet. I understand it's their first controller. They're mainly a headset brand, and their headsets are flawless. As you guys can see, I'm not even listening to anything. I'm just wearing it for peace of mind. Astro C40 controller, hopefully will evolve in the future. So if I sit here and I hold down on it, it'll kind of stop it for a second, but I guess I can't show you anything because it's not working. Here we Dude, this sucks. Why the hell does it do that? I think this controller hates me. I'm pretty sure Astro's out to get me. I'm almost positive. Now it's not connecting to the sick as tits, bro. I got it for the IC. Oh my god. Let me restart my controller real quick. This sucks, dude. With this controller, the problem is it says in order to reset your controller, you have to hold the center button, wait for it to vibrate, then set it down for 30 seconds without hitting a single button. Well, I'm not hitting a single button. The problem is the controller thinks I'm hitting a single button when I'm actually not hitting anything. What a freaking nightmare, dude.